Okay, we are going to try this one last time. I don't even know if it's working right now. Let's see. Streaming? Alright, well, it says we're good. I'm going to fly through this. I'm not even going to wait for people because I've been disconnected 3 separate times, I think. It's getting fucking ridiculous. I've literally tried so many times to go live, and I think it's working. So we're going to try it one more time. We're literally going to fly through this. I'm just going to put this on Twitter super quick. I think it's because my computer was slow. I don't know. I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi. It shouldn't be the Wi-Fi. Only 2 people are on. But we're going to try it. So live on YouTube right now. Really hoping this thing works. So hopefully it does. Guys, smash the thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment or leave in the chat. Say hi. Get this algorithm going in for me. We're going to try and get this video out super quick. I'm going to try and make this like in 15 minutes. All right, live on YouTube right now. NFT Market update. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully this is the very last time I have to do this because I've tried this so many times and it hasn't worked. All right, last one. Here we go. Boom. I swear, I'm like, I've said this so many times now, it's just not going to work. I feel like everyone's just like, yeah, it's not working. Okay. I hope people are on. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even care. I don't have time to edit right now, so I'm just going to hope this works. Okay, so we're on. We did it in Twitter. We did it in Discord. Can we still go live? Are we still live? You're live. Okay, cool. All right. Okay. Andrew, confirmation, working so far. Okay. Awesome. All right. Sounds fucking good. I guess we'll just go with that. Fire. Okay. Live on YouTube. I can't do that. Okay. Here we go. Wait, no fucking way. Did it stop? We're good. We're good. We're going still. Okay. All right, Rain, he's back in here. LMAO. Dude, I fucking know. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. We're just going to pray this is still going. Okay, here we go. We're going to fly through this again. All right, Artchick. Apparently, she is a dude or something. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't know who she is or who he is. All I know is that people either love her or hate her. Apparently, I hear a lot of things about her being like a sellout influencer person, like typical shit. I don't know if it's true. I have literally no idea. I have no opinion. I don't give a shit, but I just feel like we should cover it because she's right. She is one of the most talked about people in NFTs, he or she. And it's not really for the best thing, so I don't really know if I'd be like proud of it because for a while, she was punk. And then she changed her name back to Artchick, and her bio used to say formerly known as Artchick, and she got so much hate, and then she like backed away, and then came back, and backed away, and came back. I don't think she knows what to do. I don't think anyone would know what to do. So she came out with this video, like sort of semi-doxing herself. It looks just like her profile picture, so maybe it is her. I don't know. Again, I don't give a shit. I don't know who she is. But she posted this video. I didn't really watch it. Here's a bunch of shit that I see people saying. They're like lies, extortion, bullying is not welcome in this space. And I've seen a lot of shit. I don't know if this is really Artchick or not. It might just be a random, Discord person, but it sounds like it is her because I saw a couple screenshots and then something that she did on Twitter right after. And like this shit's kind of mean. I don't know if it's real or not. Don't really give a shit. The only problem I have is if you're using your own supporters and followers to make money and fuck them over it, that's totally screwed up. I'm not a big fan of that. So I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but I just feel like we should cover this. I don't know what's going on. I just know she's like always in drama, and it's almost never good. So whatever. Anyways, Beanie is someone who also is usually in the news for something usually not so great, and so he also comments on this video, and he was like, "That's from Cammy, well played," and she responded to him, and this is the funniest shit. So someone posted, they were like, "Beanie is Artchick," and I thought about that for a second, and I was like, "Damn." What if that's true? Like, they both do the same kind of shit. Like, they'll both talk about projects, and then kind of disappear for a little bit, and, like, all this shit will happen, and then everyone forgets about it, and then the next thing comes. And I was like, damn, bro, if Artchick and Beanie were the same person, or if they were, like, dating, and they, like, knew each other in real life, I don't know. That'd be kind of funny. That's just something to talk about. I don't know. Don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't know who Beanie is. I don't know why he's famous. I don't know anything about these people. I just know we have to cover it because everyone's talking about them. Okay, let's move on. OpenSea. Postmortem RSI issues today, a thread. So essentially, OpenSea had this bug that like made everyone's floor prices all messed up, and so people were getting crazy deals because I don't know exactly why they were great deals, but I guess the difference between the real floor and what was actually happening was different. And so somehow people were able to use that to their advantage, and people were getting some amazing deals, apparently sniping just crazy, crazy low things. And, you know, props to them, whatever. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't really care. You guys know how I invest completely differently than most of the people in this space. I mean, all I do is research-based videos, but I don't invest very often. Like, I am very conservative after my long stint of trying to make it in NFT land and buy into every mint and, you know, do all the things that everyone loves to do. I was like, damn, I'm getting burned like every single time. I should just stop doing this and then do some like thesis-based investing thanks to Elio Trades. And that's what I talk about now, and it works so much better. It's way more chill. I'm not constantly looking at nonsense AI, not constantly looking at CoinMarketCap, constantly looking at OpenSea, making sure all the floors are looking right. Like I used to have on my phone. I still have them up, but I don't check them as often as I used to. I would literally have Google Chrome on my phone and have 20 apps or 20 fucking tabs open, right? And each one was a different project I was in, and every day, probably 15 times a day, I would check them. Let me tell you, my mental health was at an all-time low. It's not healthy. Plus, you're not going to really make money like that. Corey says OS floor was showing a lower number than it was actually for. For example, floor would say 0.34, the floor was actually 0.5. People didn't know there was a lag. Would list at 0.3. Oh, okay. Thank you, Corey Crow. Thank you. That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, so essentially the floor said 0.3, but it wasn't, and so people would list it at 0.3 thinking that was the floor, and then people would get like a discount because of like the bug. That's crazy. Okay, thank you, Corey, again for that. That clears everything up. Damn. That blows. That blows. That blows for the people trying to make money because, I don't know. But whatever. I mean, was it the floor number that was just screwed up? And then if you scroll down, you could see that the floor clearly wasn't actually 0.3, or like, I don't know if that was something you could just do 2 seconds of research and figure that out, but whatever. Let's move on. So Space Yetis. As you guys remember, like a week ago or two, I'm not going to hide away from projects that I talk about, because I'm not going to talk about like that many. I'm not trying to do a commission project every single day and make money like that, because I know ad revenue is coming. I know business is coming. I know brand sponsorships are coming. I talked about this in my Discord yesterday. I'm not looking to rush money. I'm not looking to rush fame. I'm not looking to rush growth. I have numbers. I want to hit 100K by March in like 4 months, and I think it'll happen, but I think I can do it right. I don't think I have to do promotional videos and all this shit. So anyways, we did do it wasn't a promotional video, it was just a brutally honest review, and it was for Winter Elves, and I got a bunch of people whitelist, and they had this shit happen where one of the rugs, so everyone on the team is basically doxxed except one guy whose name was Metazoid, and Metazoid, I guess, just like they had this contract that was all good to go. They double, triple checked it. Everything was good to go. And then he said, let me just like take one more half day and look at this. And they're like, okay, they already triple checked it. And then he said, okay, we're good. Uploaded the contract. Everyone said good to go because they had triple checked it. And it was a different contract and they just didn't check it. And that was their fault. They should have checked it. But I understand because I work on an NFT team. I understand how it goes. You expect people to do their shit. And the problem with anonymous teams or anyone anonymous is they can do whatever they want. So he basically siphoned out, or he basically made it so that all the money went to his wallet. And so it was fucked, and he basically disappeared when that happened, and people were like, damn, we got rugged. The good thing is Mike and Akobe both found the bug within like 30 minutes, so they shut it down really early, but I mean, I'm sure a handful of people did mint, and so that sucked for them. And so they're going to continue the project. They're going to cut the elves portion out. They're going to just make it the Yetis, which is completely fine with me because, let's be honest, everyone wanted the Yeti anyway. But it killed off a lot of the utility and functionality of the whole ecosystem. So they're working on a whole brand new everything there. They're getting a new dev. They're doing everything brand new. I really like the way they've fostered everything. They've stayed in communication, transparency. They've done an excellent job branding themselves. People want this project to do well, including myself. And people are buying into the idea of everything, and I like that. And so far, they've done all they can really do. I mean, something like a rug pull like that is honestly like a 1 out of 10 compared to all the rug pulls that have happened, but rug pulls can happen anywhere and everywhere, right? You can't, like, I could have not known that. Nobody could have known that one dude in the project, the day of mint, was just gonna fuck everybody. And I just got lucky because I was just waiting for gas to drop, and I just happened to have waited until they said, hey, don't fucking mint. And that's just what happened, is that sucks, and you know, they're gonna reimburse everyone who lost their money on the mints, and they're also gonna get their L's, which they'll be able to burn for the Space City. So they will be like reimbursed and whatever. But it is worth noting that any project you invest in, especially mints, guys, and I talked about this in the video a million times, it's risky. Anything with mints is risky. I would have gotten rug pulled too if I'd minted if gas was normal. And so it's really important to remember that. And so, yeah, I just want to talk about that because I know we talked about that in the video. And I'm sure like 99% of you didn't even do anything with that video, but it's something worth noting about. And so this shit was funny as fuck. So I was in the Discord, and this guy got so pissed, and he was just like, fuck this project, fuck everybody, and blah, 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 and just screaming and hollering. And I was like, dog, chill out. Like, they're gonna reimburse you, relax, it's gonna be fine. And he's like, well, you didn't mint, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, you think this is the first time I've ever gone through something like this? This is all coming from experience, just be patient. And he's just like, he's like, don't tell me what to do, like, go fuck yourself, and blah, blah. And I thought it was pretty funny, so I screenshotted it. And yeah, listen, I went on this tear on my notes app, and I wrote all this shit down. It was not from this, just like I was so angry at the idea of people investing in something because someone told them to, or because they didn't do any research, or they just, basically I just was pissed at like beginners who are acting like beginners, and that's dumb because everyone did that. The problem is I exist now, so like there's no reason that this should happen anymore. So like it's frustrating because I'm just putting out all this educational content, and people are learning. People who are watching and staying with me, like you guys who are watching, you guys are learning stuff. You guys are really learning stuff. Not like, hey, you should buy this, you should buy that. Like, you're actually learning strategies and investment ideas and real stuff that can help you. And there's always a new wave of new people that throw us back down to like chapter 1 again. And it's killing me because no matter how many times I said don't buy the Gary V's NFT because, or like don't buy this NFT that Gary Vee is repping because you don't know why Gary Vee is buying and he's playing a different game than you. People buy whatever he buys because he's Gary Vee, and that's such a beginner mistake because it's like Gary Vee's back Space Poggers. Space Poggers at a 0.01 floor. Like, just because Gary Vee is going to work doesn't mean it's going to work short term. If Gary Vee says buy a project, just keep it on your radar, write it in your notes app, and just wait until there's a huge dip and then buy it, because chances are he's looking at a 5-10 year project. So Space Poggers is something that you're like, okay, maybe it sucks right now, maybe nothing's happening right now, but it might be happening later on. And so it's just a totally different game, and beginners really need to find this channel, guys. Like, people like Beanie and Artchick and all these promotional people, I don't want to get into details, but they're not helping the space for new people. Maybe they're helping people for like who are medium level in the space, but dude, beginners are getting fucked left and right, and it's literally these guys' fault. It's literally influencers' fault. And that's why I took upon this whole channel, because I was like, this can't happen anymore. So like a beginner finds my channel, and I feel like they've increased their knowledge of NFTs by like 50% in any of my videos, and that's my goal with everything. And so, hey Cade and Corey, what's up? Caleb, what's up, Caleb? Hey, thanks for being here. So yeah, it's just really frustrating. I just went on this tear, and I was so fucking pissed about it, because I'm just like, how can I help enough people? And I just can't, and I just have to accept that. But anyways, let's talk about branding. So with Winter Elves and Space Yetis, I just talked about, they did an excellent job branding themselves. And so I want to talk about this, which is, if you guys watch soccer, this is Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher. They both do this. They have like a YouTube channel, right? And they've branded themselves. They used to play professional soccer at Man United and Liverpool, and they were really popular. They were captains and all this shit. And they were able to, they've been retired for like 10 years, but they're more famous than they were before, because they used their platform of their brand, their supporters, and started making YouTube videos. Like, look at this on their homepage. They did an interview with Frank Lampard, and they just like, and since they're famous, people want to talk about them and like hear what they're doing, and they're just like doing shit, and they've got like, they're getting like millions of views in some of their videos, and this is the power of brand. So if you're branding yourself really well, and people like you can pretty much do whatever you want. And so if you're someone who, maybe you have a business or something and you have 10,000 customers, make a fucking YouTube channel. I'm talking to Mike, I'm talking to you, Devin, for Arson Labs and Titanium. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be branding yourself as a personal person, because it helps your brand, right? So anything Gary Neville does now, he has even more supporters from his YouTube channel who might not even know he was a professional soccer player, or even watch him when he was a professional soccer player. But this is what branding can do, and this is just an example of that. So, okay, here's the last part. This is what you guys all came for. We're talking about Wolf Game. Came out of fucking nowhere. Again, Gary Vee inspired it. Anything Gary Vee is going to turn to gold. But anyways, this shit was funny because I saw all these people saying, I talked about Wolf Game. I said you should buy Wolf Game. Bro, Gary Vee told you should buy the Wolf Game. Let's be fucking honest. Gary Vee said it, and that's why everyone bought in. Nobody can claim that except Gary Vee, okay? So I've seen so many motherfuckers saying I called Wolf Game. No, you fucking didn't. No, you didn't. No, you literally didn't. Anyways, Wolf Game. Here's the idea. It looks exactly like Voxel Games. Do you guys remember this? You actually wouldn't have known this project. I found this project, not Wolf Game. I found Vox Games, or something like Vox Games, but it's made by Gala Games. And it's basically the exact same everything with Wolf Game. A little bit different, but like 95% of the same idea. So the way it works is they've got a farmer who has its own like functionality within the ecosystem. You can buy the Genesis land, which is what a lot of people are interested in. That's what I'm more interested in than buying any NFTs. And they'll have different functionality for the land. Like maybe if you, for every person who steps on it, you make 2 cents or whatever. And if there's 15 million people playing it, that's a lot of money. And then they also have the wolf game. I think these are the sheep that you can buy. And these are the little characters you can have. I'm not really interested in that either. But this is what everyone's going to go for. So obviously the floor price is at 3.65 because people want to have the characters. For me, I'd be way more interested in the land. I think there's way more money there and it's way more sustainable. But that's just me. But the same concept with Vox games. Same concept with, I think Anonymized was the same style of thing. And you just buy different things. And adding in this different utility and functionality within an ecosystem of itself is cool and it is smart. And it'll likely work. I mean, there's a reason Gary Vee put his name on it, because anything he puts his name on, he's got to remember that his whole brand falls behind it. And I like the simplicity of it within a complex ecosystem. I think it's cool. So I'm not going to do a full deep review on this project because there's just not much to talk about yet. It's just so brand new, so there's not much to say. But essentially, it's got like all the things you can spend, you can save, you can stake, you can burn, you can play. They've got all these different characters. There's 40,000 genuine sheep and wolves. So I know a lot of people were talking about this. They were like, what the fuck? That is so many NFTs. And it's not. Okay, it's not. If 1 million people are playing, 40,000 out of 1 million? That's nothing. That's nothing, bro. That's literally nothing. So there's likely this project will do well long term. I'm still going to wait. The only risk here is that since it's an NFT gaming project, NFT gaming, as you guys know, doesn't exactly follow the same rules as the bull market cycles, not the bull market cycles, the Bitcoin cycles. And so you're not going to really be able to time the crash of NFT gaming because it'll happen at some point because everything can't just go up forever. But you're not going to be able to just time it with the rest of the market. So it's a little bit harder to just do in general. So that's just something you want to keep your eye on. So far, they've been burning a lot of wool. This is cool. I'm not sure what this means. They only burned 76 million, and they were supposed to burn like 1.8 billion. I don't know if that just means they didn't have enough volume or what that meant exactly. But I do just like the layout of this. I mean, for a project even to put in this much effort is a good sign. I don't know who the devs are. I don't know who the project team is. All I know is Beanie is a tokenomics advisor. I don't know anything about Beanie, guys. I don't know who this dude is other than the fact that he just shills a bunch of projects. So like that's not impressive to me. I don't know who he is. Whatever. I don't give a shit who he is, honestly. But he's a tokenomics advisor. Apparently, he's been in the space for a long time, so that's healthy, I guess. But as far as the rest of everybody, it's fucking completely anonymous, guys. Like I think. If I'm wrong, then please let me know. Caleb says, have you looked at Cat and Mouse? I have not. There's too many projects going on, man. There's so many projects going on left and right. Okay. Okay, here's actually another thing I was like kind of annoyed about. So this guy, I don't know who this guy is. Michael Shameless, I guess, free plug. Wolf Game NFT, Gary Vee and FaZe Banks are buying. That was another thing, FaZe Banks was another guy buying. Listen, I said this earlier, but Gary Vee, FaZe Banks, people like that, are playing a completely different game than you. You know, you have a few, more than likely, you have a few $1,000s to your name. You've got $10,000 to your name, $20,000, $100K maybe at most, right? If you're watching YouTube videos like this. If you're FaZe Banks, you have $50 million. If you're Gary Vee, you have $1 billion, right? They don't give a fuck about 20K, 50K, 100K, $1 million bucks. They don't care. So when they buy something, they don't care. That's like you buying a Happy Meal at McDonald's. It just doesn't matter, right? So when you say Gary Vee and FaZe Banks are buying, who cares? It doesn't matter, okay? In 6 months, no one cares if FaZe Banks is buying. It doesn't matter if he was buying in the project 6 months ago. That's not what's going to bring value to a project. And likewise, floor price is not what brings value to a project. I saw someone in the chat ask me about OogaVerse, and they were like, OogaVerse had their migration to their official contract. Why isn't their floor going up? And I was like, dude, that's not the way anything works. That's not. It doesn't matter. Like, unless you're trying to get liquid, you just wait until there's a pump about news. Look, migration to an official contract is good, but that's not like revolutionary. You know, it was good and it was necessary. It needed to happen, but it didn't really matter. I mean, it was mainly a rebranding that happened, which we'll talk about in a second. I mean, OogaVerse, we'll talk about it now. OogaVerse used to be Space Apes. They transferred to OogaVerse, and that was cool. That's a way better name, in my opinion. That doesn't box them into this ape category, and I like that. And they've got a lot of ideas. If you guys pop in their Discord, look at their announcement, they've got so many new ideas. They've got a lot of shit that they're talking about as far as, like, specific functionality in tokenomics that I think is cool. And so I don't want to get that far into the details because I just genuinely don't know if this live is going to make it. I watched the Lampard video. What a legend. RKM, dude. I haven't watched that video yet, but it's a cool video, I'm sure. Any thoughts on food dolls? No, I have no thoughts on that, dude. It just like blew up one day, and I can't find any information about it. I tried to. I was gonna make a little segment about it, but there's nothing to talk about. There's no anything about it. So I don't know. There's just so many projects just booming up left and right. It's just like I can't keep up. It doesn't even matter. Like you're not gonna be able to catch all these pumps. So anyways, yeah, I talked about Gary V, Space Poggers, Chance Star in 4 years. Those are the projects that'll do well if Gary V is talking about it. That's true. Okay. Yeah, okay, so if you hear about something like Wolf Game, if you heard about it off Twitter, off people talking about it on Twitter, you're too late. Just literally stop, okay? This is for the newbies. If you're not new, you probably know this, okay? If you've been following me at least. If you're hearing about it on social media, it's too late. Almost every time. Unless you literally just heard about it and it just got published, you have like a 5-minute window. But NFT land moves quick, as you guys know. And if you hear about it, it's likely too late. So, since that's a fact, and it's FOMO, and you're going to get burned, and that was me. For 7 months, I did that shit. I just got burned every time. I lost so much money in the beginning that I've literally made a ton of money, but I'm pretty sure I'm breaking even. Like, I don't have a lot of money, okay? I lost so much money in the beginning. Okay, NFTs, I remember Alex Becker talked about this in a video. He was like, you're likely going to lose all your money when you start. And he was so right. Like, I literally lost everything. I picked the worst projects. I bought it at the tops, and I sold at the bottoms. Like, I did everything wrong. Okay, so I've done all the things. Just take me for truth and just don't do that. You don't have to lose all your money. Okay, so if you care about making money and doing things right, you need to learn how to invest and how to not use your emotions. And when you look at a project, come up with a number you want to buy in and a number you want to exit. If you don't want to exit, then disregard that. Come up with a number you want to buy in at, a cheap price, a dip, lower than you probably think. So if Dogecoin's 3, for example, or 2, I think it's at 2 now. Everyone roasted me because they were like, Dogecoin's not gonna go to 2. It's not gonna get below 1 ETH. And I was like, just wait, it'll get below 1. That's what I'm gonna buy. And so it'll get down. Just put a number on it. Like for me with Dogecoin, anything under 1, I'm gonna buy. Right. So that's just I've already decided that it's gonna happen. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what the sentiment is. If it's below 1, I'm gonna buy as long as I have the funds. And so that's the way you invest. And for people who are new in this industry, that's the way you have to do this. And here's the problem. You can't know that kind of stuff without spending 3 to 6 months observing. So people who ask me to get into the space now, what do I buy? How do I get started? You watch my YouTube videos. You watch my beginners playlist. It's on my YouTube channel. Watch the beginners playlist. Get a base foundational knowledge. Now you observe. Look at the projects that I've been talking about that I think are going to do well long term. Feel the projects that everyone's talking about that are going to go long term. And just observe them. Watch them. Watch follow them on Twitter. Follow them on Discord. Pretend you bought in. Pretend you're an investor. And just do that. Please, God, do that. Because if you buy in, you will get burned. 100% you will get burned. Everyone gets burned in the beginning. So if you can save yourself the trouble, you'll be happy. I promise. You're not going to get lucky and get rich. It's just not going to happen. I know you guys hear about it left and right, and I hear about it left and right. This guy blew up. I bought this for 0.2 and sold it for 6 Ethereum. And it's like, yeah, but you're literally 1 in like 10,000 people in that project, or like you're a 1%. You're not even 1%. Okay, it's just not going to happen. You see this online, it just won't happen. RKM. Yeah, man. I mean, it's just true. Like, I appreciate you watching it. It's just true. Like, look, I feel like this only makes sense for my channel because I'm the only channel on YouTube. Let's be honest. I'm the only channel on YouTube doing this stuff, this kind of video, these styles of video. There's no one making, like, NFT market update videos. They're just bizarre. I didn't even know. I thought I was one of, like, a million. There's only, like, me and, like, 1 or 2 other people who are doing it, and I, by far, have the best quality. I think, at least. But I know I'm going to make it. I'm too far in not to make it. I've got too much heat, I feel like, to not make it as long as I don't just take my foot off the pedal. And so I plan on doing that. I plan on just like pushing forward. And so I know I'm going to make it. I know there's no reason to speed this up because NFT bull market is coming back at some point. My channel will likely blow up at that. If it doesn't, then it's fine, but like it'll likely blow up. And so I'm not really rushing. I'm not really looking to use you guys for money. I make money from YouTube. I make money from another company. I don't make money off NFTs. I don't make money based on me pumping a project and dumping a project. I don't even buy most projects, okay? I only have like 20 NFTs right now that I give a shit about, and I'm not looking to get out of any of them. So me talking about a project, I'm not pumping and dumping on you guys. Like, I don't really sell projects like that. I don't trade. I used to trade. I used to get burned, right? I don't do that anymore. I don't trade. I don't pay attention to floor prices every other day. You know, it's just not something I do. And so let's see what these pictures are, because I can't remember why I put these in here. Oh shit, this is about Wolf Game. Okay, hold on. Let's go back to Wolf Game really quick, because I'm pretty sure my live is doing okay now. So, Beanie, Shamdu, and this Bored Ape dude have been talking about Wolf. A lot of people have been talking about Wolf Game, right? And so here's where I found out that Beanie's the Tokenomics advisor from Shamdu. Shamdu's that 16-year-old kid. OpenSea's got more problems than the motherfucking Wolf Game contract. I don't know what that means. I haven't looked at the contract. Apparently there's some bugs. Here's the part that's interesting to me. Beanie's on the Tokenomics advising team. He's not part of the project. He's not part of the project. He probably is. Because look at this. If you want to farm, you're going to need... He basically gives a very informative post and then leaves their website. That, to me, is a surefire sign of, hey, I'm being paid 50 grand to make this tweet. I doubt Beanie gives a fuck. Listen, I'm pretty sure Beanie's rich as fuck, okay? As I said earlier, when you're rich as fuck, you're playing a different game. He doesn't care. Like, he's just going to make this tweet and make 100 grand or whatever it is and just fucking go to Chipotle after. Like, they're not playing the same game as you, and so, therefore, do not listen to what they do and like, buy this, buy that. Don't listen to them ever, okay? You really don't need to watch anyone on YouTube. You really don't. Even me. Like, if you know your shit, you don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch anybody. Just stop listening to people. Like, unfollow these people. Like, I don't follow Beanie. I don't follow shit. I think maybe I follow Shamdu, but like, you don't need to follow these people, right? Like, follow people who are actually talking about stuff that matters and can actually help you. People who are just saying, "Oh, look, I told you to buy this last week, and look where it's at now." It's like, dude, I don't care, bro. Like, shut up, shut up. And this. Okay, so here's the big thing. The creator of Wolf Games, which I don't think we know who it is, because I feel like they would have tagged them, has cashed out $15 million in Ethereum to their Coinbase. And that's fucking crazy, and that's a fucking horrible sign, because I don't know what that means, unless they're... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough to talk about that, but that was just... I'll just say that was interesting. That's all I'll say. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to hop in the chat for 2 seconds, see if there's anything to talk about. He's the best quality YouTuber. Yes. Orison, I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate you. RKM, you and Giancarlo. Dude, I fuck with Giancarlo. So let me talk. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about some project or some people in the NFT space that I respect, that I really respect. Giancarlo, 100%, love that dude. NFTverse, 100%, love that dude. Journey Crypto, 100%, love that dude. Elliot Trades, 50%, love that dude. His strategy, his mindset, thesis-based investing, advice, amazing. His shilling videos, his shilling videos where he talks about this coin, that coin, that's not going to help you. It's good to listen to those coins and do research on them, but not to listen to those coins and buy them. That's stupid, okay? But he's a really smart motherfucker. He's been here forever. Huge respect to him. I owe a lot of my foundational knowledge in the NFT space to him, Alex Becker, and Journey Crypto. So another Alex Becker, great dude to follow. Don't listen to his calls. Don't listen to him. It's all noise. Everything other than his strategy and mindset is noise. So that's every YouTuber, including me, okay? So... let's see, who else? That's pretty much it, actually, I think. I don't know if there's anybody else. Is there any other NFT YouTubers you guys watch that I might know of? Maybe not. RKM, I bought a sheep at 0.75, trying to sell it straight after as possible. 2 again. Isn't the floor at like 3? Or maybe there's wolf and sheep. Maybe let's see. Dog, the floor price for sheep is 3.65 Ethereum. Sell that shit. What are you talking about? You bought it as a 4x almost. Yeah, you can sell that, I think. I don't know. I think that's your question, right? I used to watch the Brett way. I like Brett. I think he's cool. I think he's smart. But for me, he's more into flipping, and he makes a lot of videos like what NFTs to buy. And I think, this is not me talking down on anybody, but I think Alex Becker and Elliot Trades know a lot of good stuff, and I just don't think they're focusing long-term enough. I think they're feeling insecure that maybe they don't have enough followers, and so they're trying to make these clickbaity videos and 15x coins here, what to buy next, and like those titles are great for getting clicks, but they're not great for your followers, again, right? Like, so for me, I'm not going to pretend like I'm never going to make a video like that. I'm sure I will, but that's not going to be the bulk of my channel. And if you look at some of those videos on Brett Way's account, you look at Elliot Trades, Alex Becker, 95% of those videos are shilling style of videos. And that's not what I do. And so, yeah, my channel's going to take a little bit longer to grow, but we're going to be the strongest motherfucking family on the entire internet, on the entire metaverse. Guaranteed we're going to be the biggest and the strongest because we're working on the foundations. It's everything that an NFT project needs to do first. we're doing for our YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is going to turn into like an NFT, basically. That's the goal here. So I'll give you guys some like exclusive. I'm thinking about making my channel very much like run by like a DAO. So there's gonna be a lot of voting on my Twitter, on my Discord. I didn't do it with this week because this week's kind of crazy. I'm like traveling everywhere. But when I get back to normal routine, I want to have a DAO set up for videos, for giveaways and shit. Like I want to have you guys involved as much as possible because I don't like the idea of just having followers. I think that's stupid, and I think everyone does that. I've always in for my whole life done things differently. I don't like fitting into molds. I don't like doing things because this guy did it. I always do things not because of that, right? And so that's just where I've done everything. And I don't like the idea of having followers. I think that's stupid. You guys know, and if you're in my Discord, you guys know I'm in there every day, all day, 24/7, pretty much. I'm always talking. I'm always in the loop. I always know what's going on. I'm not pretending like I'm some know-it-all god or something like some of these people on social media think they are. And the problem is everyone treats them like they are. Like I don't want to be treated like that. I don't want to have people groveling to me in DMs. That's fucking weird, right? So I have no desire to do that at all. And I'm a human being. I'm just a normalized dude. I'm a 23-year-old guy in my grandparents' house right now. Like that's what's going on here, right? Like it's not like glamorous. Like maybe at some point I'll have YouTuber money and that'll be dope. But like I'm a dude. Like I want you guys to remember that. Like especially at the beginning, it's really important that I'm a normalized dude, bro. I'm a normalized dude. There's nothing crazy special about me. There's nothing crazy special about me, actually. All I've done is just not been scared to try things, and that's not even true. I've been terrified. I was terrified the whole time when I tried things, but I did it anyway. I read this book one time. It was like, do it anxiously, because I have horrible anxiety. It was just like, I was like, I can't do it because I'm anxious. No. Do it in spite of you being anxious. Even though you're scared, you're supposed to do it anyway. That's where you break through. The reason that people have shit self-esteem, have shit self-confidence, is because they haven't tested themselves. You think anyone who's tested themselves was confident before they tested themselves? You're confident after. You're not confident before. You're scared and you're a little bitch before, and you try and you go, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then after 20 minutes, your body's just like, okay, how do we just figure this out? Right? And you're not scared anymore. You're just doing it. And at the end, you're like, damn, I kind of just did that. You know, like think about it. Think about any time in your life where you've been scared to do something, you tried it and it wasn't so bad, and now you feel more mature, more evolved, a bigger person after. That's just the way the world works. And I figured that out after I traveled. I did like a 6-month road trip across the country, and the second I pulled out of my driveway, I evolved. I literally shed my skin, and I was like, instead of me being scared, what do I do? Where do I go? It was, okay, where's my next place on the map? Where do I just need to click it and go? And I wasn't so scared anymore. It was just, how do I get here? And when I got there, I was like, where's the next gas station? And you guys can watch my first vlog on that channel, or it's on this channel if you go back. My first 48 hours was a fucking disaster. Like, I almost ran out of gas in the middle of nowhere. There was no gas anywhere within like 2,000 miles. I just happened to get really lucky. All this shit happened, but like, I was terrified the whole time. I suffered from so much fucking anxiety for those first 4 months. I wasn't doing stuff right and all this shit, and it was a disaster. Like, it was a fucking disaster. But now I look back and I'm like, bro, like, I don't even remember. I can't even put myself in the shoes of who I was before. I'm a different person. I'm the same person, but I'm so different. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about, but it was incredible. And for anyone who's scared to do something with their life, or scared to do that thing, to move here, to join the army, to get this job, to quit their job, like, just don't be scared. Like, I have a YouTube video on my channel called I Quit or something like that. I quit my job to go travel the world, or something along those lines. Just look at my YouTube channel if you want to watch it. I recorded a live video, like me quitting my job, saying, you know, I'm not going to do this job interview, leaving, and saying, fuck it. And like, that was the whole video. And like, you guys can watch that and maybe take something from it. Because I remember when I was recording it, I was thinking this would be good to look back on. And in that video, I said, this might be the worst decision of my life, or it could be the beginning of my life. And I took that chance. I literally said, fuck it. I was in the parking lot, in this restaurant I was going to apply for. And I literally, on my phone's recording, and I said, fuck it, I'm not doing this. And I pulled out and I left. I can't tell you how terrified I was. I was shaking. I was so nervous. Even though it's not even a big deal. Like, I'm just not going to get a job. I'm just going to travel for a few months. But you know what I mean? Like, when you're in your head like that, everything feels like the pressure's on you. Everyone's watching you. It matters, but it doesn't. It matters, but it doesn't, right? So the whole point there for that whole story was just like, it's okay to be scared to do the thing you want. You're supposed to be. If you weren't scared to do the thing that you want to do, you likely weren't dreaming hard enough, and it's not that big of a deal. And if it's something that's important to you, why else are you here? Why else are you working this job? Why else are you going through all this bullshit? Why else are you taking drugs on the weekends? It's because you're not doing the thing you want to do. That's why. That's 100% why. So yeah, that's just all I really wanted to say. RKM, that mindset, you're gonna get big. I hyped about the journey. I appreciate. Hey, listen, I appreciate everyone in this chat. I appreciate everyone watching right now. If you're live, I I fuck with you so hard. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this not live, I still love you. I still think you should come live because there will not be a giveaway in this live right now because I just haven't like had time to prepare and all this shit. But in the future, there will be live giveaways. I don't want to be known for doing giveaways every time and being like known for just doing giveaways all the time because that's just stupid. And I want my value to come from my head and the stuff I know, not from money I give away. But lives will be likely where most of the giveaways happen. So, Yusef, I'm going to hop into the chat real quick, see if there's any questions. Yusef, how did you grow your capital? I worked a fucking normal job. I was a server at a restaurant. I was a teacher, or not a teacher. I was like a after school like counselor type thing. And I made a bunch of money off Dogecoin. I bought like in 2019, 2020, and I didn't even know I had it. And my friend was like, yo, Dogecoin's at like 10 cents. And I was like, wait, what? And I just dollar cost my way average out all the way up to like 60 cents. So I pulled out like 10 or 15 grand there. So that was cool. And that was really good. Actually, that really helps me out. But most of my money came from just working normal jobs. Your knowledge is enough already for this giveaway. Thank you, Arkham. And I really appreciate you saying that, actually, because there's some people that I've had in the DMs like, what about giveaways? And I was like, dude, fuck you. So I really appreciate you saying that. There will be giveaways, though. There's giveaways in my Discord. We just had 2 giveaways in my Discord. Like, there are giveaways. I promise you, there are many giveaways happening, just not every time. OogaVerse migration. I talked about that earlier in the video, Andrew. But they just migrated. They went from Spaceships to OogaVerse. They rebranded themselves. If you go back in this video, you'll be able to find it there. Yusuf, yeah, man, I appreciate it. Hey, listen, I love everybody in here. Thank you so much. We are going to fucking make it. If you're watching this live, if you're watching my videos, if you're watching videos that actually get you to think and to say, oh, I should do that. I should look into this. I should think about this. I should maybe research this real quick. Instead of saying, Dogecoin, buy Dogecoin, Star Atlas, buy Star Atlas. Like, that's not how you think. And I know the people watching my videos aren't thinking like that. Because in my Discord, if you're in my Discord, you know this. The level of conversation that happened in the beginning versus where we are now is actually hilarious. Because, especially people who've been in it from the beginning, they're fucking smart, guys. Like, we have some smart motherfuckers in this Discord now, and we all start from the same place. Beginners. We all start from the same place. What do we buy? When Moon? When Whitelist? We all started there. But the difference is, I didn't exist back then. A YouTube channel like this didn't exist. There was no informative YouTube channels out there. Giancarlo, I just found on a whim. NFT Verse, I just found on a whim. The problem is, most of their videos, a lot of their videos still are, I feel like everyone could offer more, including me. I think I could offer more. I think everyone can offer more. I think the people that I talked about earlier in this video offer the most, and I think if they're able to rebrand and talk about strategies and mindsets more often, even though that gets less views and it's less flashy and whatever, I think that's where the real value is. So, yes, I know I've almost tried to end this live like a million times, but I want to say one more time, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all you guys. And Jake, thank you so much. Never talked to a smart person. I've just been through a bunch of stupid shit, and I'm just telling you guys how it is. I just don't want you guys to all lose your money, and I think we can all do it without losing our money, okay? So, I appreciate all of you. Until next time, continue on your Joyage, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video. Bye, guys.